would throw here. Stands back near his own end zone. Fires it out, and Gorkuber's got it. He's out past the 30, 40, midfield, down to the 40. He could go all the way. Oh my goodness. So we must have had Kelly Meyer the previous one. So Abby Haig tournament. Now here is a pitch. Snidey gets it. He'll go down in the backfield. Oh. So Francisco Rodriguez will take the corner kick, bending it in, a header and a goal! Well, chances for the team taking the corner. This one is bent in, a header, and it's off the goal post and in! And the Cardinals Marty. Now a play in the middle, again pushed over. Monticello getting a little tentative here. Schlichting will down it. Here comes St. Cloud getting behind the defense here. Longnecker trying to make the shot. Lewis is battling Recklin Ellingson, and here the 4-0 lead over Alexandria. The Spuds get a lead pass up ahead. Here's Tyden Bergeson in. Backhander is safe. Time. Now we've got a runner. That doesn't go. Brown with the defensive rebound. Outlet back, a 2-on-1. Nice dish inside to Thielen along the left block. Turns around. Shot doesn't go. Rebound to Miles Gray. Outlet ahead now to Mason Witt. The Central Lakes Conference co-leaders in girls hockey. The Alexandria Lady Cardinals are back on home ice tonight inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. And Alexandria will have the first of its two scheduled regular season meetings with the River Lake Stars. This matchup was not originally scheduled to be held on a Monday night. It got postponed back in December and now rescheduled for this particular evening. That has really helped to fill up the Alexandria girls hockey schedule, as the Lady Cardinals will have another makeup game here at home later on in January. That one will be on the final Tuesday of the month against the defending section champion Moorhead Spuds. It is Parents' Night here at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center, as the moms and dads of the Alexandria girls hockey players just got recognized in a special ceremony, including a photo opportunity with Mark Ripley from Select Digital Memories doing all the camera work to photograph the kids and the parents of the Alexandria girls hockey players. Our varsity game will be getting underway early in the 7 o'clock hour. I anticipate it'll be right around 10 past 7 for the drop of the puck for the varsity competition this evening. We do welcome you to our Jutna Motors pregame show on our Leighton Media platforms. Great to be back with you for both KXRA radio play-by-play and the live video as well on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. Let me introduce some of the players that are helping to make tonight's broadcast possible. First of all, behind the scenes, back at Master Control of KXRA Radio in downtown Alexandria, Steve D is the main man on duty. Our videographer doing the work for our YouTube channel tonight is JP Boline. And along with my broadcast partner, Jeff James, I am Dave McClurg. And Jeff, I know that you're kind of the traveling man on a day like this,
Yeah.
crossing state lines and everything like that. Hopefully it wasn't too treacherous of a trip as you were heading from central North Dakota today, but great to be reconnecting with you. It seems like it wasn't that long ago. We were here at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center, and hopefully we'll see another good performance out of the Alexandria girls hockey team tonight.
Absolutely, and this is, one of those times where the girls can really start to get on a roll here. And, with 11 games left to go, we talked about it last time, they got a big schedule in front of them in January, and these are the ones that you need to take care of. Maybe not look to the bigger, shinier ones. This is a defending section champion team. Maybe not the same team, but nonetheless, this is a team that knows how to win.
Yeah, River Lakes comes in. The record for the Stars this year is right at 500, and I know some casual fans might wonder, River Lakes, I've kind of heard of them, but what does the makeup of the team look like? And as I'm looking at the information on the roster sheet, the game program that you pick up here at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center, it gives the school that these players attend. And River Lakes is actually, their varsity roster is represented by students from 6 different schools, primarily in the Stearns-Candy-Ojai County area. You have kids from Rocori High School. I think that's the largest high school that kind of feeds into the program here. But you also have students from Paynesville Area High School, New London Spicer, Eden Valley Watkins. I believe there's a student dressed for tonight's game that attends class at Albany Area High School. And even the starting goaltender, Lillian Thompson, she's a student of Belgrade Bruton El Rosa, which isn't that far away from the Alexandria Lakes area. And then there's another player, Lauren Lensmeyer, who's a student at St. John's Prep. She doesn't dress for the varsity this year, but being that she is a sophomore, she might become a future player on the varsity roster. So, and as you point out, Jeff, this is a group of kids that, they're multi-sport athletes.
Mm-hmm.
The Roski name is very familiar. Peyton Roski is a freshman at Paynesville right now. Her older sister, Cadence Roski, was the top goaltender for River Lakes when they made the state tournament last year. So they had another excellent player on the team, Sophie Hess, that was part of their section champion. Now, both of those players have graduated, but still, the cupboard's not bare. And even though the record of 7-7-1 might be a little bit deceptive, I know Andrew Murad, the head coach of the Stars, feels that his team will be a contender to get back to state out of Section 2.
Right, and they're playing some good teams. They're playing the War Roads. They're playing Brainerd Little Falls, of course, a conference opponent. They're playing Alexandria. They're playing some, the Fergus Falls. They're playing teams that aren't necessarily like, shoe-in wins for sure. Those are tough games for them. So they're doing the right things with their schedule as well.
Meanwhile, the Alexandria Lady Cardinals, they'll be playing their first conference game since before Christmas, since before the start of the new year, because it was just last Tuesday that Brainerd Little Falls visited the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. And, Alexandria has been able to, hold its own so far. And, if you want to repeat as a conference champion like Molly Arola's team is striving to do, you really have to take care of your own barn, and Alexandria gets the opportunity to do that twice basically in about a 24, 25-hour span, with River Lakes here for a makeup game tonight, and then Wilmer coming in for a 6 o'clock game tomorrow night.
Right, yeah, and that's, it's a big, again, we talked about it, it's a big schedule here in the month of January, but this is really when you need to worry about those aches and pains and taking care of yourself, not just doing the sports medicine stuff that you need to do, getting good sleep, getting good food in you, getting a lot of water, because, this takes a lot out of these girls, these athletes, and you just can't, you can't ask the body to do a ton. I know they're young. Don't yell at me at home saying, that they're still young. They are young, and I get that, but it's still very taxing on these athletes.
Yeah, as you point out, rest is a trait that cannot be overlooked.
Right.
And, especially when you look at an Alexandria team, I think Molly Arola's Lady Cardinals have somewhere around 11 games remaining, and those will all be completed by the end of the regular season on January 29th. So they're basically having, 3-game weeks now, I believe 3 out of the next 4. And then the 1 week they don't have 3 games, they have 2 games on the schedule. So there really isn't much of a respite. So balancing that sleep and balancing getting, proper hydration such as water into your body, variables that can really pay off dividends if you're kind of working that part of the program.
Right, and just making sure that you're keeping yourself healthy too. If you got the sniffles or whatever, you should probably maybe stay away from the team for a day, seeing if it turns out to be anything else, because that stuff can go through locker rooms like crazy.
Yeah, no doubt about that. The varsity teams are warming up on the ice right now. Like I said, we will have our varsity game early in the 7 o'clock hour. Special thanks to all of the boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage for bringing you our play-by-play. Special thanks goes out to Jotner Motors for presenting our pregame show. We're going to take our first break here. When we return to Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center, you'll hear my conversation with the head coach of the Alexandria girls hockey team, Molly Arola, will be along with us after this timeout.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving.
I'm looking for people who have experience and are willing to work hard. For those that do, you can earn up to 6 figures working for my company. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western, you can bank on us.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CEREC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
We continue on with more of our Jotner Motors pregame show out in front of varsity girls hockey. The Alexandria Lady Cardinals are at home to challenge River Lakes in a Central Lakes Conference matchup. The first of 3 CLC games this week for the Cardinals. Joining us right now is the head coach of the Alexandria varsity girls hockey team, Molly Arola. Molly, your team achieved victory number 10 on the year Friday afternoon here against the Duluth Northern Stars. It really seemed like, the first 11, 12 minutes of the game proved decisive. I would think as a coach you had to be really happy with how that game unfolded right away.
Yeah, I would agree. I think the first 11, 12 minutes, like you said, DMAC was really good and really fun hockey, and that's what we need to try to piece together for a full game.
Your team was in a scenario similar to Duluth in that there was a long gap in between games. Now, for your team, I believe it was from December 16th through December 30th, and then you played the home game against Brainerd Little Falls. For the Northern Stars, the game on Friday was their first since December 20th, so they had about a 13-day gap in between games. Why was your team able to work through a 2-week gap without major damage, unlike Duluth, which, Coach Randall had to call her team's timeout after that goal that made it 3-0?
Yeah, and it's always good to be on that side of a timeout like that, and so that was really fun to see just for our girls and just have that momentum right out of the gates. And in our 2-week stretch of just practices, we had to push, and so just staying in shape and working on things, but also really pushing the girls and to get them ready for this big stretch of January coming down.
Yeah, I think we pointed out even Friday afternoon, the game against Duluth was number 14 on the year, and if you play a full regular season schedule of 25, that means you still have double-digit numbers of games remaining and everything. But how did you feel about the way your team was able to play after achieving the 3-0 lead?
It was a few things. The second period we had some penalties, and so just working through those. And the good news with that was that we were able to kill off our penalties, and so that's always a big momentum swing for us too, and something that we take pride in. So that was really good to see. We kind of started slapping the puck a little bit. I do think our third period was better than our second, so that was a good way for us to at least end the game. But as you mentioned, that first 11, 12 minutes of the game was our best of the game for sure by far. And so, just talking after the game, we just have to be able to string those together more consistently throughout the game.
Obviously, you have 25 attempts to try to achieve a complete game, and then whatever you play in the postseason as well. But is what we saw on Friday, is that similar to some other games this year where you've had stretches of really good play and then a few moments during the course of a game where your kids are kind of fighting it a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Probably too many times that I want to admit, but I think you make a great point. You have 25 regular season games to get it how you want it, and so if it's not exactly where it needs to be right now, that's okay too. We have some time. But again, on the flip side, you don't want to wait too long because you can't just show up. And so we'll keep working through it, but we're excited for tonight and hopefully build off from Duluth.
The River Lake Stars are the opponent tonight for Alexandria. This will be the first of 2 meetings this month against the Stars. A team that you used to play, even 2 times during the regular season, but unlike years gone by, River Lakes continues to play in Class A and Alexandria is in Double A. I do notice that I believe Sartell Sauk Rapids comes up on the schedule later this week, and the Storm and Sabres and the Lady Cardinals actually play each other just one time. Considering that Bemidji is going to be entering the Central Lakes next year, and I would presume you may wish to play a home and away with Bemidji, being that they're also a section rival, is a team like River Lakes, could that be an opponent in the conference that in years ahead you might play just one time rather than 2?
Yeah, for sure. And, things change from year to year, every 2 years and stuff. So, that would be something that we're probably going to take a look at. And then you mentioned Bemidji being CLC next year, we'd like to add them too. So, there's wiggle room each year from how you can rearrange your schedule, but definitely something that we're going to look into.
How much input as a head coach do you actually have in terms of, trying to slip in or fill in some gaps for what would be your non-conference schedule?
Yeah, if it all works out, hopefully we can pick up, any team that we would like to outside of our conference and outside of our section. And so that's really nice to have that flexibility. And then, of course, you got to get in your section game and of course, CLC too. You have to have some of those things that we don't have control over. So we make the best schedule that we can based on what we're able to, and hopefully it gets us ready come February.
I know that your team is presently sitting on top of the Central Lakes Conference. I believe both Alexandria and Fergus Falls have identical conference records, and lo and behold, the Otters and the Lady Cardinals will play each other twice this month too. But what becomes some of the focus points regarding this first conference game of the week?
Yeah, we have a 3-game week, and so we have tonight and tomorrow, so back to back, and starting a 3-game week, we just want to start with good habits right away. And it doesn't matter who we're playing, we just want to have good habits and be able to string maybe more consistent chunks throughout every single period, and not just have one period consistent and the other two not. And so just starting to, again, good habits, stringing more consistent play together, and start making some hockey plays.
I would assume that maybe you saw too many trips to the penalty box in the second period against Duluth on Friday afternoon. I know sometimes penalties will be called, different things going on, whether or not you're moving your feet properly and stuff like that. But was the penalty situation, was that even a little too high for your liking on Friday?
Yeah, absolutely. And so tonight, and even going through, the 3-game week and lots of playing time, we want to keep our legs fresh, and so we definitely need to stay out of the box best we can.
In general, starting the week, considering that we are coming off a holiday break, are most of the players that you want to have available for you in terms of not being sidelined with illness or colds or things like that?
Yep, so far, and knock on wood, and hopefully we can continue to do that and take it one day at a time.
Very good. Molly, as always, good luck to you and the Alexandria girls hockey team. Thanks a lot for the comments before the varsity matchup tonight, and best wishes to you and the Lady Cardinals.
Thanks, D-Mac.
There is the head coach of the Alexandria varsity girls hockey team, Molly Arola. She's been our guest during our Alamere Health Coaches Comments feature as part of our Jutna Motors pregame show. Alamere Health, it's better here. And you are enjoying our coverage this evening on our latent media platforms, which include KXRA Alexandria on your radio dial at 1490 AM, 100.3 FM. Also available through the Voice of Alexandria app, powered by Mission Mechanical Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. We are doing the live video streaming tonight, so you can watch this evening's game on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. Don't forget, you can also go back to that channel to watch archived broadcasts. So if you want to watch Friday's girls hockey victory by Alexandria over Duluth, you can watch that at your leisure by going to our Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. And of course, if you subscribe to the channel, then you get periodic reminders when we've got live sports play-by-play on the air. And we plan on featuring a lot of live play-by-play throughout the week. Of course, these are all weather, travel conditions, and health and safety permitting. Tomorrow night, first of 2 trips to Fergus Falls this week, we'll have Alexandria Gymnastics on the air from the classic Roosevelt Gymnasium, the old Fergus Falls High School Gymnasium. The Fergus Falls Otters hosting Alexandria. We plan on taking air with our broadcast coverage in the 6 o'clock hour tomorrow night. The second of our 2 trips to Fergus Falls will be on Thursday, as we'll feature the matchup, which was the section final last year in 8 AAA boys basketball. Alexandria had its final section game against the Fergus Falls Otters en route to winning the Class AAA state championship. The first of the 2 scheduled meetings between the Otters and the Cardinals are on Thursday evening. That will be at Kennedy Secondary School in Fergus Falls with a 7:15 varsity start. And then on Saturday, we'll be here at Old National Bank Arena inside the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center for Alexandria versus Elk River Zimmerman in varsity boys hockey. That is a matinee, meaning that we'll take air with our Jutna Motors pregame show at 1 o'clock, and play-by-play will follow at 1:30 on Saturday afternoon. Jeff James, I know you'll be along for a couple of those broadcasts this week. It is really difficult to fathom, even for the boys hockey team. Gosh, they're getting right into that area of double figures in terms of games played. So even the varsity boys hockey team basically about halfway through the regular season.
Yeah, it goes quick, right? I mean, we all of a sudden we're here. We have a ton of games. You get the few weather-related things, and everything gets kind of jam-packed into, I'd hate to be Ben Kavitz sometimes, some of these winters when he's got to deal with a bunch of them. But, we live in Minnesota, and that's what happens.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So JJ and I will be here on Saturday afternoon. Russ Henricks will be my broadcast partner on Thursday night for the boys basketball contest at KSS up in Fergus Falls. And then Catherine Freeman will be joining me tomorrow night for our Alexandria gymnastics coverage from the Roosevelt Arena in Fergus Falls. The Roosevelt Gym, it's one of those classic gymnasiums. It's got the arched roof similar to what you see in the old National Bank Arena here at the Runestone Community Center. You've got the traditional wood benches for bleachers on both sides. Those are permanent bleachers, and then you've got some temporary seating that can be pulled out. It is interesting because during the winter in Fergus Falls, the gymnastics and wrestling teams use Roosevelt Gymnasium as their arena. And then once their seasons are done, where they don't have any more wrestling competitions or gymnastics meets, then you have some late regular season girls basketball and boys basketball games that are played in that gymnasium as well. In fact, when Alexandria's girls basketball team heads to Fergus Falls in February, their game will actually be in the Roosevelt Gymnasium, which for the first-year varsity head coach Matt Helscher, it's almost like a homecoming of sorts there, because when he was an Alexandria Cardinal three-sport athlete, when he played basketball in the wintertime, he played games in the Roosevelt Gymnasium. So I'm sure it'll be a pretty cool thing for him to go back there as a coach, where he was a student athlete for the Alexandria Cardinals as a player some 25 years ago. We thank Juntner Motors for bringing you our pregame show. Juntner Motors will also be along with the postgame report later on, following the play-by-play of tonight's game. We will have our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report between the second and third periods of tonight's Cardinal Girls hockey coverage. Now on our platforms, let's enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports programming.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted Best Real Estate Company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
At ALP Utilities, we're proud to be a community-owned public power and water utility. That means local decisions, reliable service, and reinvesting in Alexandria. From classrooms to sidelines, we're proud to be a part of the moments that bring our community together.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new unused equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
Runestone Community Center in Alexandria. Cardinal Girls Hockey is on the air as you watch on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. And we have the radio play-by-play on People Radio KXRA. The varsity players are returning to the ice after resurfacing, so we are just moments away from the start of tonight's matchup between a 10-4 Alexandria team, which is 5-0 in the Central Lakes Conference, against River Lakes, 7-7-1 to this point of the year, with a conference record of 3-3-1. Let's introduce the starting lineups presented to you by Alamere Health. First of all, for the River Lakes Stars, they will have as their forwards senior Abby Storms, a 16-point scorer, along with junior Adelaide Greeley, a 9-point scorer. And then the center on that line is a freshman, Peyton Roski, a 6-goal scorer, 12 points overall. The defensive partners include Tiana Blaschko, a sophomore who's scored 1 point this year. And then also Michaela Schreiber-Horn, who's a 15-point scorer as a defenseman. The goaltender is Lillian Thompson, a Belgrade Bruton Rosa High School student, sophomore. Her record is the same as the team's record, so she's been the goaltender of record all year, 7-7-1, goals against average of .289 and a save percentage of .899. The Alamere Health starting lineup for the Alexandria Lady Cards. We'll have sophomore Emily Doherty centering the forward line. She's a 14-point scorer. She'll be joined by teammates Maya Dutton, a sophomore who's a 14-point scorer, and senior captain Jersey Severson, who is a 9-point scorer. The defensive partners will include Danica Waldorf, a 5-point scorer as a sophomore defenseman, and junior Tegan Cullen, a 12-point scorer with 6 goals and 6 assists. Victoria Myers is the starting goaltender tonight. Her record is the same as the team, 10-4, goals against average 1.91, and a save percentage of .912. Alamere Health brought you our starting lineups. Now our national anthem presented to you by Carlson Music Center of Alexandria. Again, our thanks to Carlson Music Center in Alexandria for the presentation of our national anthem prior to the varsity game. For any and all of your music needs, including voice lessons for students, schedule your appointment online at carlsonmusiccenter.com. Again, carlsonmusiccenter.com. Keys to tonight's game are presented to you as a service of Alexandria Motors. Together, let's drive with Alexandria Motors. Andrew Murad, the head coach of the River Lake Stars, would like to see his team come out, have positive attitudes, and he knows his team has a very competitive schedule. They've had the likes of Buffalo out of Section 8 AA on their schedule. Warroad, a very good Section 8A team, has played the River Lakes, and they're feeling pretty good about being positioned in a challenging Central Lakes Conference. He'd like to see his team on that competition level, compete and work hard for all 3 periods tonight. Similar scenario for Alexandria. As Coach Molly Arola pointed out, games Monday and Tuesday to start the week. The road trip is to Sauk Rapids on Thursday, but start by playing with good habits try to achieve consistency over the 3 periods, and part of that consistency is avoiding trips to the penalty box. The Cardinals would like to skate 5-on-5 or have power play opportunities whenever possible rather than trying to play shorthanded. So the keys to tonight's game are brought to you by Alexandria Motors. Together, let's drive with Alexandria Motors. As you watch on our YouTube channel, both of these teams have color combinations of red, black, and white. River Lakes is wearing the dark jerseys, black sweaters, black breezers, white numerals on the back of the uniform, and then the word River Lakes on the front of the jersey. Alexandria wearing the white jersey sweaters with the red numerals and the word Cards on the front of the jersey. Red numerals also on the sleeves of the uniforms as Alexandria works the puck inside, and the Cardinals are going to score to get on the board right away, just 100 seconds in tonight's game.
I think it's going to be Emma Basson. She was just there on a wraparound rebound and was able to just put it away.
Yeah, Emma Basson will get the score, so she's part of the second shift for Alexandria, and then Tegan Cullen will net the assist. And for Emma Basson, it'll be her 4th goal of the year. Tegan Cullen gets assist number 7, and it took Alexandria just 1 minute and 40 seconds to break the scoreless tie. So 1-0 in favor of the Lady Cardinals. And now another chance as Alexandria works the puck into the River Lake zone. Brecklin Ellingson trying a backhander, and that gets skirted away. Now River Lakes will look to break out. Here comes the Stars as they flow left to right from our vantage point and on your YouTube channel as you watch tonight's game. Obviously, the teams will be going in the different direction in period 2 than the direction that they're flowing in here in the first period will be the scenario in period 3. Anna Corinta works the puck up into the Stars zone. She'll fire an elevated shot that the goaltender Lillian Thompson will make, and the face-off will be coming up in the Stars zone. As we noted earlier, Lillian Thompson has a goals against average slightly under 3. She's at 2.89, and her save percentage was .899 coming in, but Alexandria has scored 1 goal on 4 shots so far in the early minutes of the game. 1-0 for the Lady Cardinals. Now the puck comes up into neutral ice. Danica Waldorf redirects it back into the River Lake zone. Quinn Hills will send it across toward Bentley Kreil. Shot across the crease, and it skirted, and then Quinn Hills was not quite able to locate the puck on her stick. Now Tegan Cullen's going to fire it over into the left corner as Alexandria looks to keep up the forecheck here. Now the puck gets cycled around, and River Lakes will back it out of the zone. Millie Kornick will send it back to neutral ice. Alexandria changing lines here as you've got the Maya Dutton, Emily Doherty, Jersey Severson forward line coming onto the ice. Severson gets the puck to Doherty. Then it goes to Severson, right corner. Down toward Maya Dutton. Doherty trying to skate across the crease here. Dutton will try to bring it out front. She gets it now, and a shot by Claire Gimbel, and the save is made. Gimbel and Hensley Carlson are your 2 forwards on the ice. And now we've got a shot, rebound, and another goal for Alexandria. And the Lady Cardinals go up by a 2-0 score.
A little bit of a theme here, D-Mac. Shoot and go for rebounds, because both of these have been off of rebounds. And River Lakes has just got to do a better job at controlling those rebounds right now.
And I believe all 3 of the forwards on the line that was on the ice will account for the scoring. That means Jersey Severson will get the goal. That's going to be her 5th. Maya Dutton and Emily Doherty will get the assists. 2:39 is the time of the score, so the second Alexandria goal comes just 59 seconds after the first goal of the night. And the Lady Cardinals are off to a good start. Very similar to what happened Friday afternoon against the Duluth Northern Stars, where Alexandria scored 3 in the first 12 minutes and ultimately went on to win 5-1. Now the puck will get swept into the River Lakes end. The Cardinals will change lines with the Anna Corinta, Quinn Hills, Bentley Kreil forward line coming out onto the ice. Hensley Carlson and Claire Gimbel are out as the defensive partners. Now here's a backhanded pass by Anna Corinta trying to connect with Quinn Hills, but the Stars play it back the other way. And now here is Sophie Olsen trying to feed the puck out front for one of her teammates, and it's broken up. Here comes Corinta back the other way, trying a backhander. That got deflected by defenseman Bria Larson. She'll redirect the puck up the left side, and now into neutral ice the biscuit goes, and River Lakes will fire into the Alexandria end and try to set up its forecheck there. The Stars have yet to get a shot on goal in nearly 4 minutes of game time as Alexandria has taken a 2-0 lead. Now here's Quinn Hills sliding the puck toward the goaltender Thompson, and she'll cover up and make the save.
And look for Thompson to do a lot of that because, you know, the way the things are moving right now, Alexandria is just all over the Stars right now. So as much as she can break that up, she's going to want to do it.
You've got the forward line of Maya Dutton, Emily Doherty, and Jersey Severson on the ice, joined by defenseman Tegan Cullen and Danica Waldorf, along with goaltender Victoria Myers. Here's Cullen getting past a defender, working into the slot area, now shooting from an angle. It went off the side of the net. Puck's back behind the net. River Lakes is trying to sweep it over into the corner. The Cardinals tried to play it in front, but River Lakes is able to gain control. Sophie Olsen couldn't clear the zone. Here's a one-timer by Maya Dutton in the slot area, and that got blocked. Now she's going to try to work for the puck in the corner. Now Bria Larson gains control here for the Stars. She and Addie Olsen are the defensive partners on the ice for River Lakes, along with forwards Cam Rugemer, Elena Akerson, and Sophie Olsen. Now the puck back into the River Lakes zone. 5 minutes now into the first period. It's Alexandria 2, River Lakes no score. Glenwood State Bank brings you our scoreboard updates of Varsity Girls Hockey tonight from the Runestone Community Center. Now River Lakes tries to operate in the Alexandria end, but the Lady Cardinals break out, playing the puck into neutral ice. Now Skylar Thorson gets some shift time as she, Emma Basson, and Brecklin Ellingson initially out there, although Anna Corinta now stepping in, and gradually her line is coming out onto the ice as Quinn Hills will step in as well. Now the puck is going to clear out of the River Lake zone, and Alexandria will have to get back on side. That allows the Cardinals to complete their line change with Bentley Kreil joining Hills and Corinta on the ice for Alexandria. Here's a rink-wide pass played over along the far wall back into the Alexandria zone. Tegan Cullen will send it up to Hills, and her diagonal pass gets intercepted by Adelie Greeley, that is, as she'll play it in and actually puts a shot on goaltender Myers for the first save of the night. Now another centering attempt by River Lakes. That got broken up by Hensley Carlson. Now here's a shot from a tough angle by Greeley. I believe that went off the side of the net. Now Alexandria is going to clear it the other way, and icing ends up being called. I think that's our first icing of the night with about 6.5 minutes gone. 10:36 is our time remaining first period. Alexandria 2, River Lakes no score in girls hockey.
There's a little pickup there from the Stars in their energy after kind of having that onslaught for the better part of 6.5 minutes.
The Alexandria Lady Cardinals win the draw and the breakout here. Carlson feeds ahead to Jersey Severson. The puck got deflected off her stick. River Lakes trying to redirect. Now Emily Doherty will get to it at her team's blue line. Skating across center ice now into the offensive zone. Doherty will look to fire. That got blocked. River Lakes will play the puck over along the left half wall as Greeley sends it back into neutral ice. Now Tegan Cullen working into the slot area, fires a little bit high. She was trying to go to the upper right corner of the cage, but it went high. Now Maya Dutton trying to weave her way through. Her wrist shot, and Thompson will make the save. She will not allow a rebound here. Quality Real Estate bringing you our instant replays for our YouTube audience. As you saw, Maya Dutton with the opportunity to walk in toward the net there, but she was denied by the sophomore Lillian Thompson. Face off to Thompson's left. Brecklin Ellingson will try to win the draw here against the River Lake Stars' Sophie Olsen. Cardinals do gain possession of the puck. Here is Emma Basson playing it over toward Ellingson. Now to Thorson. then back out, kept in. Tegan Cullen fires. That one got knocked down and played back behind the net. Now a rolling puck, and this one will be swept away from the slot area by the Stars' Cam Rugemer. Now River Lakes will go back to retrieve the puck as Alexandria plays it back into the Stars' zone. 2-0 Alexandria with the lead, almost 8 minutes into this first period here inside the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. Along with Jeff James and our videographer, J.P. Boleen, I am Dave McClurg with the play-by-play. Now the Stars nearly turn it over as Bria Larson was trying to work it ahead, playing the puck with her stick, and the Cardinals do gain possession. Here's Bentley Kreil sending it out now to Hensley Carlson. Back to Kreil into the slot area. She goes down. Play continues on. Now winding up and firing is Carlson. Her shot is saved by Lillian Thompson. Puck gets played back behind the net. Oh, a nice one-timer on a centering attempt, but Bentley Kreil got stopped by Thompson. Now River Lakes will look to break out. Here are the Stars working it up into neutral ice toward the Alexandria blue line, but now the Cardinals regain control. Here comes Quinn Hill. She'll send a backhander on Thompson, who will make the save, and that's already 9 saves in this opening period for the sophomore Lillian Thompson.
Yeah, and the big thing for Alexandria is to really continue to play your game. Don't get caught up in, this is a night for everybody to score, things like that. It's way too early in this contest, and we're only up 2-0.
Now here off the face-off, defenseman Danica Waldorf takes a shot that works its way through traffic to the net. And now another shot attempt by Waldorf goes a little bit wide. Now the Cardinals, Maya Dutton looking to play it over toward Jersey Severson, but River Lakes doing some work along the wall here. Doherty will try to gain control. She'll slide it back to Maya Dutton. Dutton looking to play it out front, but it goes off the back of the net. Now the scramble for the puck, and Kinley Barton, one of the defensemen, plays it up along the left half wall, but the puck stays in, and that allows Tegan Cullen to get a shot, and the save will be made here by Lillian Thompson. River Lakes is coming off a recent defeat to Wilmer. It was on Saturday at the arena in Richmond. I believe that's the River Lakes Civic Arena. Wilmer prevailed in overtime, though River Lakes outshot Wilmer something to the effect of 50-20 in that game. But the Stars just could not find the back of the net consistently enough, and Wilmer went home with a key conference and section win. Wilmer and River Lakes are common opponents in Section 2A. The Stars advanced to state out of Section 2 last year. Now the River Lakes Stars work the puck into the Alexandria zone. It's going to be kept in by Elena Akerson, playing it over to the corner. Now Tegan Cullen will try to work it along the half wall. And now a scramble, and I think it's going to be Akerson getting to it, but she couldn't keep the puck on her stick. It's going to be poked out to neutral ice. Under 7 minutes remaining in the period, so we're now 10 minutes into tonight's hockey game. Alexandria leading River Lakes 2-0. Now a pass comes up to Akerson, and the 8th grader pulls the trigger, and it's going to be a save here for the senior Victoria Myers.
Yeah, DMAC, it's been a while since we've seen a 7th grader on a roster, too. I mean, we've seen some 8th graders on the Roseau roster over the last few years, but I can't remember the time I've seen a 7th grader on the roster.
Yeah, it is interesting because Cam Rugemer is, as I like to say in slang language from my junior high days, she's a sevy.
Yeah.
So, but she is the 7th grader on the roster, and then Akerson, Emery Jansky, and Olivia Thielen are 8th graders who are dressed for the varsity team. Now Alexandria gains control of the puck. Here's Emma Basson working in. She'll send it out to Hensley Carlson. Carlson drifting over to the right wall, now getting the puck back to Basson, then to Carlson again. Now it's going to be played back down low. Skylar Thorson tried to work it out front, and the centering pass got intercepted. Here is Anna Carinta trying to work her way to the net, but the puck got deflected off her stick. Now Alexandria regains control in neutral ice. Claire Gimbel is going to send it ahead into the offensive zone. Now the Cardinals work it back out top. Here's Tegan Cullen working it down into the low slot area, and the Cardinals unable to locate the puck. River Lakes will send it over to the side. Now another shot, save made, rebound opportunity, and it's going to be pushed over to the wall by Abby Storms. Now kept in by Cullen. Here's Quinn Hills looking to fire that one into traffic, save made, and then Bentley Cryle will try to jab at it, and she puts it right into the blocker of Thompson. Play will be stopped with 5:23 to go in the first period, and Alexandria holding a 2-0 lead.
The girls better have their lunch boxes together for the Cardinals, because that blue paint area is going to be a spot where there's going to be some goals available, and that's a hard working area in there.
Face-off coming to the right of Lillian Thompson. Alexandria wins the draw. Danica Waldorf tried to play the puck toward the net. It bounces wide. Now River Lakes will send it over along the wall. The Cardinals, Jersey Severson gets to it. She's going to play it Maya Dutton. Dutton back out top to Danica Waldorf. Waldorf firing. Here's a shot in front. I think the save made there. Now River Lakes will regain control. Here comes Sophie Olson, the junior forward, up the right side for the Stars. River Lakes has gotten just 3 shots on goal through the first 12-plus minutes. Now Olson Akerson trying to locate the puck, but Tegan Cullen coming away with it, and she'll work hard into the offensive zone, trying to center one in front. It goes off the right wall, kept in now by Skylar Thorson. Thorson back behind the net, handling play here. Now getting the puck to her teammate Brecklin Ellingson. Now back out front. Here's a one-timer, a jab, and a goal scored. And Alexandria expands the lead. It's now the Lady Cardinals 3, River Lakes no score.
And I think it was Ellingson that got the tip on that.
Yeah, we'll wait and see what the scoring sequence is, but I think Brecklin Ellingson is going to get her 4th goal of the year. And there will be 1 assist on the play. It will go to defenseman Hensley Carlson. And the time of the goal is 12:19 of the first period. So a 3-goal outburst for Alexandria. Strong start for the Cardinals as they have a 3-0 lead. Our scoreboard updates brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Now the Stars briefly work the puck into the Alexandria zone. They really have not gotten a grade A scoring chance on Victoria Myers, who's been required to make just 3 saves so far. Here comes Emma Basson carrying the puck across her team's blue line. Now she gets met, and Peyton Roski will play the puck back in. And now here is, I believe, it was Roski working her way toward the net, and a cover up here by the goaltender Victoria Myers will stop play with 3:41 to go in the first period on Parents' Night here at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria. The Cardinal girls hockey team has a 3-0 lead.
Roskis have a couple of hockey players in their family, don't they?
That's correct. Her older sister, Cadence Roski, graduated. She was a multi-sport athlete at Painesville Area High School, and she was part of the River Lakes section champion team. She was the senior goaltender on their state tournament team last year.
And Peyton, as a freshman with 12 points already, that's gonna. There's some upside to this River Lakes team for sure in the coming years.
Yeah, and some of the other names that might stand out. Here's a quick shot in the low slot area. 8th grader Emily Jansky got denied there. Pretty good work there by Victoria Myers. That was probably her best save of the night so far in River Lake's best scoring chance of the night. But you might be hearing us use the name Abby Storms. She was a state champion with the Ricori Fast Pitch softball team last spring. So she is now in her senior year and one of the leading scorers on the ice for the River Lake Stars. Abby Storms entering the game with 9 goals and 16 total points. In fact, that leads the team in both categories. Now Alexandria coming the other way. Jersey Severson off to Maya Dutton. The pass just a bit behind her. Now the Stars will play the puck back to neutral ice. And now it's going to be River Lakes' Michaela Schreiber-Horn trying to work her way through, sending a pass ahead, trying to connect with Cam Rugemer, but it gets broken up. Alexandria will play it behind netminder Myers. Now the Lady Cardinals will clear the zone. Under 3 minutes to go in the first period. It's been a productive period number 1 for Alexandria as the Lady Cardinals have a 3-0 lead. Now here's Hensley Carlson getting to the puck, sending it to Claire Gimble, and now a relay pass up ahead off one of the far walls, and here comes Brecklin Ellingson winning a race to the puck here. River Lakes able to pass the puck back to neutral ice. So far to this point unofficially, River Lakes has been outshot by Alexandria 16-7, and the Lady Cardinals have all 3 goals. Here is Tegan Cullen trying to work the puck through neutral ice, but the Stars briefly got the puck off her stick, but now the Stars looking to come the other way. And now here is Adelaide Greeley trying to get the puck into the direction of Abby Storms, but Alexandria is coming back. Here's Emma Basson, basically 1-on-5 there, and I think we're going to have our first penalty of the night. I think it's going to be called on the Stars. A checking penalty is going to be whistled here at 15 minutes and 20 seconds of the opening period. So
that's going to be Abby Storms, I believe, that's going to get the checking.
Yep, she is off at the 15-20 mark, and so she will be a spectator as Alexandria goes on the power play for the first time tonight. To start off the player advantage, Alexandria gets the draw. Tegan Cullen will fire right on goaltender Lillian Thompson, and the save is made. Cullen along with Maya Dutton, Emily Doherty. You've got Brecklin Ellingson and Danica Waldorf to start this power play. River Lakes has for penalty kill at the moment Addie Olson, Elena Akerson has 2 of the 4 skaters on the ice, joined by goaltender Lillian Thompson. I think you've got also Michaela Schreiber-Horn and Sophie Olson on the ice for PK for the River Lakes Stars. Shot by Tegan Cullen, deflected, but the puck comes back her way. Now it goes to Maya Dutton, and then she had the puck deflected off her stick, and River Lakes, Elena Akerson will clear the puck the other way. Alexandria with the power play for another potentially 80 seconds. We're down to the final minute of the first period. Now the Cardinals try a stretch pass, and it eludes everybody, and icing ends up being called, so we'll go to the other end for a face-off with 58.9 seconds to go in the period.
Little bit of a boo-boo.
Yeah.
we established that last game.
Right. When you're on the power play, you don't want to ice the puck. Otherwise, we might declare that a boo-boo. And Yogi Bear has nothing to do with it. Boo-boo obviously is his sidekick. So a face-off coming up to the left of the goaltender Victoria Myers. Peyton Roski battling for the draw against Anna Carinta. And River Lakes does come away with it, but as Adelaide Greeley was trying to shoot, she got denied as her shot was blocked, and then another long pass, and yet a boo-boo.
Yep.
So a second icing with the Cardinals on a power play here.
In that one, it was the right idea. You just have to have a little bit better geometry than I know.
Right.
To pull that off. It was a little too steep on the wall.
Okay. So the Lady Cardinals have Anna Carinta, Jersey Severson, Skylar Thorson, along with, I believe, Emma Basson and Quinn Hills on the ice for this part of the power play. Outlet pass ahead intended for Hills, and it's going to be cleared the other way by River Lakes. Now a gamble here by Victoria Myers as charging in was Storms there. Oh, I'm sorry, not Abby Storms, but one of her line mates. I think it was Greeley coming in. And fortunately, Myers was able to deflect the puck away, and then Alexandria races to the other end and puts some work on Lillian Thompson, who ends up making a stoppage of the puck here. And we're down to 38 seconds to go in Alexandria's power play. 18.8 seconds remaining in a first period, which has been productive for the hosts as Alexandria leads by a score of 3-0. Emily Doherty able to win the face-off, getting the puck to Lily Dutton. Shot in traffic, save made, and then the follow-up by Doherty goes a little bit wide. Dutton trying to keep it onside, but the puck goes back to neutral ice. Tegan Cullen will play it over to Emily Doherty, now to Maya Dutton. Can she beat the buzzer with the shot? She does try to line up, but her shot attempt is going to be deflected, and the first period will come to an end. So the Cardinals will have a power play for up to 20 seconds when period number 2 gets underway, and that will be on resurfaced ice. We will have our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report a little bit later as we get into the 8 o'clock hour of tonight's broadcast. But we're through 1 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in varsity girls hockey. The numbers at the moment have Alexandria leading River Lakes by a score of 3-0. Let's now enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community. As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Welcome back to the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center, where we're in between periods 1 and 2 of our varsity girls hockey matchup. Parents' Night, as the Alexandria girls hockey players and their folks got recognized with a photo opportunity featuring the terrific Mark Ripley from Select Digital Memories, taking those photographs out ahead of the varsity warm-ups. And right now, Alexandria in good shape as the Lady Cardinals have a 3-0 lead. Along with our videographer, J.P. Boleen, and my broadcast partner, Jeff James, I am DMAC, Dave McClurg. And Jeff, in some ways, a little bit of a similar first period to what we saw here 3 days ago when Alexandria hosted Duluth. I think the goal scoring came a little bit quicker, and then the game kind of settled down a little bit. And, you know, Coach Murad didn't have to take his team's timeout in the first period, unlike what we saw on Friday.
Correct. And I think one of the things that Alexandria is really, they're just so quick to 50-50 pucks. They just have all the momentum in the offensive zone, but I think that led to a little bit of focus on the offensive end and maybe a little less on the defensive end, which they ended up giving a few scoring opportunities to the Stars late there in the period. But overall, I think it was a great period for Alexandria. I think there's some things they need to clean up, obviously, but staying out of the penalty box was number one, and that worked. Alexandria really wasn't even in position to create a penalty there. I mean, unless it was going to be some sort of a physical penalty. But I think you saw a little bit of frustration there on the part of Storms with the body check, because she beeline. I think she knew she was going to the box. So, but yeah, I think Alexandria, this first 5 minutes again is going to be important, because you want to just keep the Stars where they're at, thinking that there's no hope for them in this game, and that'll be a big test for the second period.
You know, it is interesting, and obviously the middle period, I'm sure Alexandria would like to have a cleaner period here than the Cardinals had on Friday against Duluth, because I think Alexandria may have had 3 minor penalties in that second period against Duluth, and obviously it's tough to maintain a lot of continuity when you're shorthanded, but I'm sure that's something that Molly Arola and Coach Doherty and Coach Waldorf would like to see, is just, keep our 5 skaters on the ice. It really seems like, Alexandria, which their team speed is a strength, and I've had other coaches share that with me, that they're very impressed by Alexandria's speed, and I see it, and I'm just a casual sports fan, but continue to utilize that team speed, and be smart when you do handle the puck, and obviously the speed may be a factor in handling the puck.
Absolutely, and there's been plenty of times, even in that first period, where they were able to use that team speed to get those odd person rushes, right? They were able to get a couple of 2-on-1s and 3-on-2s, and even on that power play, there was an opportunity where Jersey Severson could have been in all alone on a breakaway, but you just got to get the geometry right on the boards. But yeah, Alexandria, they're buzzing. They're really kind of all over the Stars at this point. And we'll see what kind of adjustments the Stars make when they come out.
Yeah, we are certain that the River Lakes girls hockey team will put a better skate forward in the last 2 periods of the hockey game, as Alexandria has the 3-0 lead. Scoring recap so far: the Cardinals scored twice in the first 3 minutes. Emma Basson, the sophomore forward, got the scoring started with her 4th goal of the year. 100 seconds into the hockey game. If you're trying to do the quick math, that's 1:40 for the time elapsed. Tegan Cullen got the assist. That was her 7th helper of the year. Then 59 seconds later, the Lady Cardinals scored at 2:39. Jersey Severson with her 5th goal of the year. Second consecutive game here in 2026 where Severson has scored. Her goal was assisted by both of her line mates, Maya Dutton and Emily Doherty. Dutton recording her 10th assist, Doherty her 7th. And then Alexandria scored again at the 12:19 mark. Brecklin Ellingson netting her 4th goal of the year, with Hensley Carlson scoring the assist, her 2nd of the season. Alexandria stayed out of the penalty box in the first 17 minutes. River Lakes took 1 penalty. That was late in the period. Abby Storms off for checking at 15:20, so she potentially will be in the penalty box for up to 20 seconds when the second period gets underway, unless the Cardinals score on that opening rush into the River Lakes zone to start period number 2. So at this point, Alexandria 0 for 0 on the power play, with 20 seconds in which to find a power play goal at the start of the second period. Shots on goal: Alexandria had 19 on goaltender Lillian Thompson, so the Stars sophomore made 16 first period saves. Victoria Myers faced 7 River Lakes shots, and she's kept them all out of the net so far. So a 7-save opening period for Victoria Myers. At the end of 1 in varsity girls hockey, it's Alexandria 3, River Lakes nothing. We'll be back with the second period girls hockey play-by-play after we enjoy these messages on our latent media platforms from our Alexandria Cardinals Sports Boosters.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings, Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Building.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
Resorts Marine in Osakis. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakis.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western. You can bank on us.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
The players are returning to the ice prior to the start of period number 2 of our varsity girls hockey contest tonight inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria. The Lady Cardinals lead the River Lake Stars by a score of 3-0. This is set to be an active week of sports play-by-play. Again, we hope the weather, travel conditions, and our health holds out. 2 trips to Fergus Falls in the middle of the week, including tomorrow night for gymnastics. Catherine Freeman will be joining me, Dave McClurg, for the broadcast of Alexandria versus Fergus Falls in gymnastics competition at Roosevelt Gymnasium in Fergus Falls. Thursday night, boys basketball with Alexandria at Fergus Falls to challenge the Otters. That will be inside the gymnasium at Kennedy Secondary School. And then on Saturday, we'll have boys hockey here as the Elk River Zimmerman Elks challenge Alexandria, and that will be a 1:30 varsity game. Pregame show at 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. Again, all of these will be on our Leighton Media platforms, so whenever possible, we encourage you to check out the live coverage on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. Our thanks to Integrity Title of Alexandria for being our signature streaming sponsor of our streaming of Alexandria Sports Play-by-Play. To start the second, Alexandria will have a 1-player advantage for up to 20 seconds. Danica Waldorf and Tegan Cullen are on the ice along with forwards Brecklin Ellingson, Emily Doherty, and Maya Dutton. The Cardinals controlled the draw and now play it off their own blue line. Maya Dutton has it. And now she's going to send a pass up to Emily Doherty. Doherty working in, has it wide, now skates behind the net. River Lakes back to full strength. Now the Cardinals work the puck around. Tegan Cullen's going to send it into the direction of Emily Doherty. Now Brecklin Ellingson trying to do some work along the wall here. It's played back out. Cullen will fire. That one goes a little bit wide. Doherty's going to collect the bounce off the back wall. Now River Lakes will try to get the puck away from the net. A centering attempt is intercepted here by Abby Storms, who was the one that served the penalty time. Storms, Peyton Roski, and Adelaide Greeley are the forwards on the ice right now for River Lakes, although Coach Andrew Marad will make a line change here as he'll get some other personnel in. I believe the Cam Rugemer, Elena Akerson, Sophie Olsen forward line will get some shift time now for the Stars. As you watch on YouTube, River Lakes is wearing the black jersey tops. The Alexandria Cardinals wearing the white jersey sweaters. And here in this second period, Alexandria is flowing left to right. So River Lakes goaltender Lillian Thompson is now off to our right. Couple of shots come toward the goal, and now it's going to be Anna Corinta handling the puck, playing it to Hensley Carlson. Then it's going to go down into the right corner where the Lady Cards, Maya Dutton trying to play it, and now River Lakes is going to send it the other way. Icing gets waved off as now the Cardinals, Brooklyn McPhail getting some shift time here. She and Hensley Carlson are the D partners. And then the forward line of Jersey Severson, along with Emily Doherty and Maya Dutton, are on the ice right now. Puck comes back into the Stars zone. We played a little more than 2 minutes of this second period. Alexandria 3, River Lakes no score. Here's a pass up ahead into the Cardinals' end. Hensley Carlson will steer it along the wall. Now a long pass up to Skylar Thorson. She'll take a shot from a tough angle, and the save is made. And obviously you've got that change here in the second period,
right,
Jeff, and that led to a nice outlet where Skylar Thorson was able to race to get the puck.
Yeah, you always have to have your head up because you have a late changer, and that's going to leave that person, like it did here, behind the River Lakes Stars defense.
And the faceoff comes to the left of Thompson. The Cardinals trying to gain control, but now it's going to be played here. Defenseman Millie Kornick will play it out into neutral ice. Alexandria has Danica Waldorf and Tegan Cullen as the D partners, along with forwards Emma Basson, Brecklin Ellingson, and Skylar Thorson. 3-0 in favor of the Alexandria Cardinals, as we're going to have a whistle, and I think the Stars get whistled for an icing call here.
And even more, DMAC, you tend to see more icings in the second period in high school games just because of that long change. Sometimes you just get hemmed up and you can't get out of your own zone.
River Lakes has defenseman Tiana Blaschko and Michaela Schreiber-Horn on the ice right now, along with forwards Abby Storms, Peyton Roski, and Adelaide Greeley. Storms have gotten 7 shots on goaltender Victoria Myers so far, but have yet to dent the goal scoreboard. Now we're going to have a whistle here, and we had some activity along the wall, and I believe we're going to have our first Alexandria penalty. Nope. It's going to be a roughing call on River Lakes, and for Abby Storms, her second trip to the sin bin tonight.
Okay, I was going to say there should be one in here too for Alexandria because.
Oh, okay.
There should be. It was on the.
Okay. So those coincidental minors.
Well, they have 2 numbers on the thing, but they don't have anybody in the box yet. Here we go. Okay, now yeah, I figured because there was a couple of gloves to faces, and they were opposite girls putting gloves in faces. So I was like, if they got to do it right here and put them both in.
Yeah, so coincidental minors, Brecklin Ellingson for Alexandria and Abby Storms for River Lakes, both off for roughing. I believe 3:20 will be the time of the second period penalties here. So no penalty or no power play opportunity for either side as both teams skate 5-on-5. Here's Brooklyn McPhail trying to handle the puck along the back wall. Getting it over into the direction of Anna Corinta, now back to McPhail. She and Hensley Carlson are the D partners on the ice right now. The forwards include Bentley Kreil. Up ahead, Quinn Hills, and then Anna Corinta on the ice as well. Corinta will try to do some work in the left corner. Off now to Kreil. Her one-timer got deflected in front by defenseman Blaschko. She'll play the puck back to neutral ice. We're a little more than 4 minutes now into the middle period. It is River Lakes trailing Alexandria 3-0. Our scoreboard updates being brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Cardinals looking to get the puck out of their own end, and now River Lakes looking to apply the forecheck. As Sophie Olsen was trying to walk out in front, but the puck got deflected off her stick. Alexandria is going to clear it the other way, and we've got an icing call. Face-off will be coming up in the Cardinals' end.
And see, that's one of those situations where they could have played that puck out, but I think that whole line was kind of gassed. So the easy thing to do there is just ice it. It'd be nice if you could send it down and have it just stop a little bit before the line, but
haven't learned that trick completely.
Well, I haven't learned it with my wedges yet either to get the ball to stop.
Right.
So.
Well, anytime you have success, let us know.
Right.
Maya Dutton on the front end of a break. Now off to Anna Doherty, and a one-timer and a save is made.
That was a very nice play set up there by those two, though. A nice little drop pass to Emily Doherty.
Yeah.
And Doherty just about beat Thompson.
Right. Quali Real Estate bringing you our instant replay on our YouTube channel, and Thompson makes a nice save there to prevent Alexandria from going up by 4. Face-off will come to Lillian Thompson's right. Emily Doherty, I believe, battling for the draw here, and she comes away with it. Tried to feed out front, but it's going to be intercepted. Peyton Roski comes the other way. She and Doherty get tied up a little bit, and the puck back deep in the Alexandria end. Now the Cardinals break out. Here comes Jersey Severson crossing into the zone. Her shot attempt ends up going wide of the target, over into the right corner. Severson, Maya Dutton, and Emily Doherty now giving way to a different forward line combination. It looks like Izzy Nye is getting some shift time here. I think Emma Basson is out on the ice along with Skylar Thorson. And they are joined by D partners Danica Waldorf and Tegan Cullen. Here's a pass cleared away by River Lakes, and it's going to end up going to the other end. Icing will be the call. Face-off will be coming up in the Stars zone, and that allows us to let you know that you are listening to People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, audio through your Voice of Alexandria app. We thank you for watching tonight's coverage on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. Steve D is our KXRA radio studio engineer. JP Boleen is our videographer, and along with Jeff James, I am Dave McClurg with the play-by-play. Here's one shot toward the goal by Alexandria that got blocked, and then Izzy Nye was able to get a wrist shot on goal. That one was saved by Lillian Thompson, and we'll have a face-off coming up.
In the previous whistle, we got Ellingson and Storms back out of the box.
Yeah, so they can get back into their regular shift rotation here. Right now, it's the Anna Corinta, Quinn Hills, Bentley Cryle forward line on the ice. Cullen and Doherty out there as well. Here's Alexandria working in, scramble in front, still no whistle, and the puck gets cleared into the corner. Now Waldorf will drop it off to Tegan Cullen. Her shot blocked. Racing the other way is Elena Akerson to try to track the puck down, but Waldorf is there. She'll slide it over toward Tegan Cullen in the defensive end. We're now 6.5 minutes into the second period. Alexandria leads River Lakes in varsity girls hockey 3-0. Penalty is going to be forthcoming here, and we're going to have a checking call, and let's see who's going to get the gate.
I want to say they pointed at, it's going to be Cullen, which I thought it was going to be Danica Waldorf, but.
So it's going to be Tegan Cullen off for the checking penalty at 6:36 of the second period. So the Stars will get their first power play of the game. And Alexandria able to win the draw. The Lady Cardinals have Emily Doherty and Maya Dutton on for penalty kill, along with defenseman Brooklyn McPhail and Hensley Carlson. River Lakes has for the power play Abby Storms, Elena Akerson. Also on the ice for the Stars, Michaela Schreiber-Horn, Addie Olson on the ice along with Peyton Roski. So far the Stars have yet to get a shot on goal in the first half minute of the 2-minute power play. We move under 10 minutes remaining in the second. It's Alexandria in front by 3 goals. Now the puck dropped off, and here is Schreiber-Horn trying to track the biscuit down. Works her way into the slot area. Backhander, and a save made as Victoria Myers sprawls body down on the ice there and covers up the puck to create a face-off in the Alexandria zone.
Good job by Myers, because Peyton Roski came really hard at that net to try and do the best power forward imitation she could do, try and jam that home.
Sophie Olsen battling for the draw, and the Stars, Bria Larson able to get a shot on goal where the save is made. River Lakes now has Adelaide Greeley and Bria Larson on for this part of the power play. I see Sophie Olsen also out on the ice. I think you've got Kinley Barton out there as well for the Stars, and even Gretchen Wimmer. So Andrew Murad changing up the 5 on the ice for this part of the power play. Still about 40 seconds remaining in the player advantage. We're about to move 8 minutes now into the second. It's Alexandria 3, River Lakes no score. River Lakes 7-7-1 coming in. Alexandria, meanwhile, at 10-4. And here's a shot and a goal!
Wow.
Quinn Hills able to gain possession of the puck in neutral ice, and she gets past a defender, fires one high, and gets the goal. And Alexandria scores a shorty to take a 4-0 lead.
Just a hard-working goal there by Hills. She had to beat 2 River Lakes power play unit people, and she did on both. And then what a great finish.
Yep, I think, Jeff, if you don't mind, I think we should make that our Culver's play of tonight's game. It's not often you get a shorthanded goal, but Quinn Hills definitely earned her keep there.
Yeah, I like that idea.
So the 7th goal of the year for Quinn Hills makes it a 4-0 lead for Alexandria. And River Lakes about to have the power play time expire as the Cardinals work the puck back to the other end, and Tegan Cullen is out of the penalty box. Alexandria now back to full strength. Now the puck back behind the net. The Cardinals trying to bring it out front, and shot from a difficult angle taken, I think, by Thorson, and the stop will be made here by Lillian Thompson.
I think a little bit of a thing Alexandria needs to watch here is River Lakes is kind of having a little bit of trouble with taking care of the biscuit right now. You jump all over those turnovers and put them in the net.
Yeah, Alexandria trying to keep the puck in the Stars zone, but River Lakes will play it back to neutral ice. Right now you've got Brooklyn McPhail sending a lead pass now to Emma Basson. Basson, Skylar Thorson, and Brooklyn Ellingson are on the ice. McPhail and defenseman Hensley Carlson on the ice as well. Here's a shot from the right wall, taken by Abby Storms, the team's leading scorer, and Victoria Myers will make the save. The puck squirted away briefly, but she quickly covered up. And we'll have a face-off now in the Alexandria zone. 7:49 is our time remaining in the second. It's the Cardinals 4, River Lakes no score on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Off the face-off, Anna Corinta gets the puck to one of her teammates, and the Cardinals come out with it. Here's Quinn Hills playing it off the wall. A 3-on-2. Hills fires, save made, and I think the shot may have hit the post, and now we've got another loose puck in the slot area, but River Lakes, Kinley Barton clears it over to the side wall. Alexandria darn near made it a 5-0 game. Now here's Danica Waldorf trying to feed toward the net. Puck is going to be cleared out by River Lakes. The puck is going to come the other way, and no icing here. The Cardinals will go back to retrieve the biscuit. Jersey Severson working up the left side. She's got Bentley Kreil off to her right. Severson was not able to get a centering pass across. It got deflected into the corner. Severson trying to work it out front now for Izzy Nye. Nye getting a shift here for Alexandria as one of the forwards. Now the puck back in neutral ice. Looking to track it down is Peyton Roski. She's got it. She'll work in. Roski will look to fire, but that one got deflected, I believe, by Anna Corinta. Now the Cardinals regain control. Here's Maya Dutton feeding it across the ice to the left side for Jersey Severson. Now back to teammate Maya Dutton. Dutton had the puck knocked off her stick, played back to neutral ice. We're about to go under 6 minutes remaining in the second period. Alexandria led by 3 entering the period. Right now the Cardinals are up by 4. Here's a shot, save made, but then a rebound, and make it Maya Dutton is going to put it away, and the Cardinals expand the lead. It's now 5-0.
Rebounds, rebounds, rebounds. Go hard to the net. Shots on net, go hard to the net. Alexandria has been rewarded for some hard work tonight.
Yep, and a rebound opportunity leads to a Maya Dutton goal. She becomes the 5th Alexandria player to score a goal tonight. Maya Dutton with her 6th goal of the year. and 1 assist. That will go to defenseman Hensley Carlson, her second helper of the night. And it is now 5-0 at this point of the hockey game. The Cardinals have outshot River Lakes 30-12. Alexandria in control of this contest right now. Alexandria coming back the other way. Emma Basson feeding the pass across to Brooklyn Ellingson. Ellingson back behind the net for the Lady Cardinals. Still skating with the puck. Now it's going to be slotted down into the left corner for the Cardinals' Emma Basson. Now Skylar Thorson gets it, trying to connect with Tegan Cullen. Now a bouncing puck, and River Lakes' Addie Olson will try to steer it out of the zone. Now it's dropped off to Bria Larson. Larson skating through neutral ice, feeding the puck into the Alexandria end. 5-0. The Cardinals have the lead here in the second period. We're about to go under 5 minutes remaining in the middle frame of this hockey game. Dave McClurg, Jeff James, videographer J.P. Boleen joining you from the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria. Kinley Barton will go back to retrieve the puck for the River Lakes Stars. Alexandria trying to set up the forecheck. Here's Bentley Cryle getting it in front. And then there's a loose puck, and I think Cryle may have tapped it in. If she doesn't get the goal, she's going to get an assist. So Alexandria extends the lead. It is now 6-0 for the Lady Cardinals.
Yeah, just again, I don't know how many times we can say it, just a hard-working goal. Go to the net. Good things are going to happen when you go to the net. It's a good lesson for young players watching this game.
And for Bentley Cryle, her 6th goal of the year. And Quinn Hills is going to get an assist. That will be her 6th helper of the year. So Hills now has a 2-point night. Bentley Cryle getting into the scoring column here to make it 6-0 for Alexandria. 12:18 will be the time of the second period goal. Now the puck back in the River Lakes end. The Stars trying to get some momentum, but Bria Larson will fire back into the Alexandria zone. The Cardinals have held River Lakes to just 12 shots in basically about 30 minutes of tonight's hockey game. We go under 4 minutes remaining in the period. Now Alexandria trying to gain control. We've got a puck fired off the glass up into neutral ice. Right now it's Skylar, or actually it's Maya Dutton along with Emily Doherty and Izzy Nye as your forwards on the ice here for the Lady Cardinals. Defenseman Hensley Carlson and Brooklyn McPhail are also out on the ice. Now River Lakes trying to keep some momentum in the offensive zone. Working for the puck is Sophie Olsen. She tried to lead it out front for Cam Rugemir, but it got broken up. Now Sophie Olsen will try to do some work along the wall. She gets met by a couple of Alexandria players, including Izzy Nye and Hensley Carlson. Now a centering attempt by Michaela Schreiber-Horn. That got broken up by Alexandria. Cardinals not able to clear out. Tiana Blaschko trying to keep the puck in, and now Alexandria will send it back the other way, and we're going to have an icing call, stopping play with 2:53 to go in the second. 3 goals in the opening period for the hosts, and then 3 more here in period number 2. Have Alexandria leading River Lakes on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard by a 6-0 count. And JJ, if the outcome continues to be positive here tonight, that will mean a 5th victory for the Alexandria girls hockey team when they get latent media airtime. We're definitely not a jinx for this girls hockey team.
No, it's a good feeling.
Yep, I believe the record for the Alexandria girls hockey team 4-1 heading into tonight when Leighton Media is on hand to do a broadcast. We'll have one more regular season game for the Alexandria girls hockey team after tonight. That will be a biggie up at the Fergus Falls Community Arena 3 weeks from tonight. The game likely will have some Central Lakes Conference title implications when the Fergus Falls Otters host Alexandria. That's a 7 o'clock game on Monday, January 26th.
DMAC, have you ever done an all-time record for broadcasts? You should.
In terms of like
win-loss record.
No, I haven't. there are a couple of things I regret. I suppose I could go back and records and everything like that. I wish when I first got into the business in 1988, as we've got a penalty here, a tripping call on Bentley Cryle that is about to put River Lakes on the power play here. So I wish what I would have done when I started broadcasting in 88, I wish I would have kept a journal of all the games that I've broadcasted and what the outcomes of the games were.
Yeah.
There was once a legendary broadcaster in Fergus Falls named Oates LeGrand. I think he must have worked about 55 to 60 years covering sporting events on KBRF, not only Fergus Falls games, but other games as well. But he did a journal of all. I can recall Craig Olson, who is now pretty much retired from covering Otter sports up in the Fergus Falls area. He once said when he was doing a game, Oates LeGrand would wrap up the broadcast, "This is my 7,340th game in my career," and then he would give the final score and all that. I wish I would have done that.
Right.
I estimate that I've done somewhere around 4,000 broadcasts in my career. Not sure on the number, but we're probably in that vicinity, maybe a little bit less than $4,000.
Well, I bet you're above 500.
So, yeah, I would guess that win-loss, for the teams that we're covering, I think we're in pretty good shape there. So, but anyway, power play continues. Right now, if Alexandria kills off the entirety of the Bentley Cryle power play penalty for tripping, there's a difference of about 3 seconds between the game clock and the penalty clock. All of the penalty time would be served in this period. I believe the penalty to Cryle came at 14:57. Here's a shot by Emma Olmscheid that got fired across the crease area. Now here is a shot attempt by Michaela Schreiber-Horn. That got blocked, and Alexandria will play the puck the other way. We're into the last minute of the second period. It's all Alexandria tonight. The Lady Cardinals leading the River Lakes Stars by a score of 6-0. 3 goals in the first period and 3 more in the second. And one of the second period Alexandria goals is a shorthanded goal. Now here is the Cardinals with Danica Waldorf and Tegan Cullen on the ice, joined by forwards Anna Carinta and Skylar Thorson. Carinta able to get a shot on goal shorthanded. River Lakes will now try to charge out of its own end. Here comes Abby Storms up the middle of the ice toward the slot area. Now she's kept wide. Tries to feed across on a one-timer for Peyton Roski. That actually got deflected. It may have gone off an Alexandria player and then kind of caromed around and went into the glove of the goaltender Victoria Myers. Just 1 second remaining on the River Lakes power play. 4.5 seconds remain in the second period.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that friendly fire. Sometimes it happens.
So now we'll have a face-off to Victoria Myers right. Sophie Olson battling Emily Doherty for the draw, and the Cardinals come away with it. Here's a pass that gets sent from behind the back wall, and the remaining time of the second period expires. And at the start of period number 3, the mercy rule will be in effect, and that could stay that way until River Lakes scores a goal to trim it to under 6 goals. All Alexandria tonight inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. The Cardinals have a pair of crooked numbers, a 3-goal first and a 3-goal second. So after 2 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, Alexandria leads River Lakes by a score of 6-0. We're back with our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report after we enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CEREC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Welcome back to the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria and our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report. The Alexandria girls hockey team entered tonight's game at 10-4 on the year with 3 CLC games coming up this week, and looks like the week's getting off to an excellent start. Alexandria has a 6-0 lead with 17 minutes remaining on the clock in period number 3. And Jeff, I don't think the score numbers tend to lie. It just seems statistically everything is falling in favor of the Alexandria Cardinals. And, you know, we've talked about in previous broadcasts, Alexandria is the defending CLC girls hockey champion. In fact, Amalia Rola's Lady Cardinals have won the last 3 conference titles. And, you know, really, if you want to have your sights set on winning another conference championship, you want to win those home games when they come up on the schedule. And so far, so good for Alexandria in a week where they've got 3 CLC games.
Yeah, you always want to just take care of what you can take care of and don't leave it up to anybody else or need help at the end of the year. And Alexandria is setting themselves up for just that.
And that would be a little bit of a different change of pace, because if you recall last winter, Alexandria took a loss at Fergus Falls. I think it may have been the first CLC game of the year, but it was one of the early ones. And so Alexandria was kind of chasing Fergus throughout much of the rest of the year. That game was up in Fergus, I think, in November, and then they came back down here in January. The Cardinals got a win there, and then Alexandria got an assist from Sartell Sauk Rapids, which got a win at Fergus on a night where we were broadcasting an Alexandria game, I think at Wilmer, and Alexandria won that. And then, you know, that put Alexandria basically 1 point ahead of Fergus Falls in the standings. And then the Lady Cardinals wrapped up the conference title with a victory against Sauk Rapids in one of our broadcasts later on in January. So, yeah, right now, I mean, if you continue to stay undefeated in the conference, you know, at the very worst, you know, when you play Fergus Falls 8 days from now, you could have 2 undefeated CLC teams at that point.
Right, and you're going to have 2 contests between those 2 at least this season, right? So it's always special. It's one of those things that you put on your goal board at the beginning of the season. You know, be conference champs, you know, win the section, go to the state tournament. You know, those are all goals that are on those boards. And Alexandria's got a real good opportunity here to, not that they already haven't planted their flag for the conference, because for a long time they hadn't had one, and now they've had 3, but nothing would be sweeter than for some of these girls to be conference champs every single time that they've touched the ice since their freshman year.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Any of the seniors who are playing varsity hockey as a freshman, that would be somebody like a Jersey Severson. And even though she's not getting ice time this year due to injury, Lily Dutton was getting playing time as a freshman as well. But, yeah, Alexandria in a good spot right now. We'll just do a quick scoring recap here as we have limited time as part of our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report. 6 different Lady Cardinal players have scored goals tonight. Emma Basson, Jersey Severson, and Brecklin Ellingson all in the first period. Those were even strength scores. Quinn Hills, Maya Dutton, and Bentley Kreil in the second period. Hills got a shorthanded goal, which ended up being our Culver's play of tonight's game. Dutton's and Kreil's goals were even strength. Dutton has a 2-point night with a goal and an assist. Hensley Carlson has a 2-point night with a pair of helpers, and Quinn Hills has a 2-point night going with 1 goal and 1 assist in this game. Shots on goal, River Lakes had 7 in the second period for a 2-period total of 14. Alexandria had 13 shots on goaltender Lillian Thompson for a 2-period total of 32. So Victoria Myers with 14 saves so far in 2 periods of play. Thompson, the goaltender for River Lakes, with 26 saves in tonight's game. 3 goals in the first, 3 in the second, have Alexandria up 6-0, and that leads us into a mercy rule to start the 3rd period of tonight's game. We will have that for you coming up in just a matter of minutes. Our thanks to Eldon's Fresh Foods for presenting our mid-game report. Now on our latent media platforms, including KXRA Radio and our Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube, we enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard, we build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
At ALP Utilities, we're proud to be a community-owned public power and water utility. That means local decisions, reliable service, and reinvesting in Alexandria. From classrooms to sidelines, we're proud to be a part of the moments that bring our community together.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new and used equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
Back to the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center as the 3rd period is about ready to begin. Alexandria 6, River Lakes nothing in varsity girls hockey. Alexandria won the junior varsity matchup tonight, getting a double-digit victory over the River Lakes Stars, and River Lakes did not score in the JV matchup, so so far the two teams for the Stars have combined for no goals. Now, if River Lake scores first in the third period,
that's a jinx on you again.
Yeah, but see, we're going to see if this is the DMAC jinx in reverse.
Okay.
You know, if they score the first goal, then we go into stoppage and, you know, the regular start-stop and everything. Whereas if Alexandria scores the next goal, then the only stoppage would be once they get the players back at center ice and everything, and
there
then
you
go on with the play and everything. So mercy rule in effect as the third period gets underway. Both teams 5-on-5, and it looks like we still have Victoria Myers in the goal for the Alexandria Lady Cardinals, and Lillian Thompson is gaining her spot as the River Lakes goaltender. The Stars have their forward line of Adelie Greeley, Peyton Roski, Abby Storms on the ice, joined by defensive partners Tiana Blaschko and Michaela Schreiber-Horn. Alexandria has its forward line of Maya Dutton, Jersey Severson, and Emily Doherty, along with defensive partners Tegan Cullen and Danica Waldorf. And again, the clock will continue to roll as the third period moves along unless River Lakes trims the deficit back to 5 goals. Face off to the left of the goaltender, Victoria Myers. Emily Doherty able to drop the puck back toward Danica Waldorf, and now it's played back out to neutral ice. Tegan Cullen will work in with a rush here. She's got it. Now we'll drop it off toward Jersey Severson. That got broken up by Storms. Severson trying to do some work. Gets the puck now to Doherty, and then it gets cycled around. Here is Tegan Cullen playing it to Emily Doherty. Trying to work it out front, but the pass got tipped off the stick of River Lakes' Michaela Schreiber-Horn. Played back to neutral ice. Now Abby Storms is coming the other way. 1-on-3 for the River Lakes Stars as the Stars will make a line change here. Now Alexandria plays it. Here comes Emma Basson getting a lead pass to Skylar Thorson. Thorson working in. Her backhander's going to go wide. Thorson and Basson are joined by Brecklin Ellingson as the forwards on the ice. The D partners include Hensley Carlson and Brooklyn McPhail. Now Hensley Carlson tries to fire one toward the net. That got deflected, knocked down by River Lakes defenseman Addie Olson. Now played along the wall, but Cardinals Carlson will keep it in. 6-0 Alexandria, early third period here inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria. Here's a pass that goes the other way for River Lakes. The Stars trying to bring it around. They've got their forward line of Sophie Olson, Elena Akerson, and Cam Rugemer on the ice. Now the puck over in the right corner, and the Stars try to feed it out front. It gets back to the point. Here's a shot by Bria Larson, and the save is made by the goaltender Victoria Myers. Myers yielded just 1 goal in the victory against Duluth in a late media presentation on Friday. Now here's, again, another shot by Larson. That one went a little bit wide. Now the puck played out of the zone by Emma Basson, forcing River Lakes to get back on side. The Cardinals will change personnel as the Anna Corinta, Quinn Hills, Bentley Cryle forward line will get onto the ice here. Here's defenseman Hensley Carlson clearing it up to the blue line. Intercepted here by defenseman Kinley Barton as she'll play it in, and now we've got a whistle as one of the moorings was separated from the goal, so they'll get that reattached there, and we'll have a face-off coming up in the Alexandria zone. Nearly 3 minutes gone here in the third period. It is Alexandria 6, River Lakes nothing. Face-off battle between Emery Jansky and Anna Corinta, and the Cardinals come away with it. Here is a pass ahead. Corinta getting it up to Quinn Hills, working in, and Thompson able to sweep the puck away. Now Quinn Hills tried to feed it back on net. She's got it along the left wall. Now for Brooklyn McPhail, and then it's poked off her stick by Tiana Blaschko. Blaschko working up the right side, but can't get her shot on net. Emery Jansky trying to do some work along the wall, and the Cardinals will clear the puck back the other way. And it will be slowed up here by Lillian Thompson. She'll play it back behind, and now the Cardinals will look to keep the puck in the Stars zone. Emily Doherty with it behind the net here, trying to play it out front from Maya Dutton. That got broken up by River Lakes. Now the puck back into neutral ice. The Stars will look to play it ahead, and we've got a puck knocked down with a high stick, I believe, called here on Emily Doherty. So that's not going to be a penalty, but it will stop play, and we'll have a face-off coming up now in the Alexandria end. Looks like Jersey Severson, Maya Dutton, and Emily Doherty are out on the ice, joined by defensive partners Tegan Cullen and Danica Waldorf. Now the Cardinals win the draw. Here's a pass out of the zone toward Maya Dutton. Dutton now off to Doherty. Doherty from the slot area fires on goaltender Lillian Thompson, and she'll make the save.
Yeah, just back and forth action here a little bit for both teams. You can feel that River Lakes doesn't want to leave this building with 0 goals tonight.
Yep, they're going to try to work hard. If they can't get a win, at least they want to break up the shutout attempt. River Lakes has put 15 shots on goaltender Victoria Myers tonight. But so far, Myers has the shutout intact. She had a shutout in her last Central Lakes Conference game. That was against Brainerd Little Falls last Tuesday. Now working in Adelaide Greeley for the River Lake Stars. She's on the ice with Abby Storms and Peyton Roski. Cardinals regain control. Here's Severson firing one toward the goaltender Thompson. She'll stop it, and one of her teammates will play it out the other way. Now we've got a shot a little bit wide off the stick of Storms. Now the puck bouncing along the blue line back to neutral ice. Here is Skylar Thorson redirecting it up to the center line, but now it's going to be played back. Alexandria will regain control. Here's Brooklyn Ellingson crossing into the River Lakes end. We're now 6 minutes into the final period. Alexandria with a 6-0 lead over the River Lake Stars. The Stars at 7-7-1 entering the game, 3-3-1 in the Central Lakes Conference. Alexandria 5-0 in the CLC, 10-4 overall. Molly Arola's team will secure win number 11 once this night is through. Here is Alexandria regaining possession of the puck, led ahead by Tegan Cullen toward Anna Carinta. Broken up here, Cam Rugemer will tip a puck back the other way. Now Brooklyn McPhail will get it. She'll send it diagonal toward Quinn Hills, working up the left side. Hills will drop the puck into the River Lake zone. Then it's played back out of the zone. Hensley Carlson looking to play it back in. Now Hills jabbing for it, and she'll try to direct it ahead. And now we're going to have offside called on Alexandria as the puck skirted across the blue line. And the momentum by Emily Doherty could not keep her out of the zone. We'll have a neutral zone face-off. Clock continuing to move as we're now under 10 minutes remaining. Again, we will not have any stoppages unless we have a goal scored, or in the case we had one of the cages come off one of the foundations earlier, and that briefly stopped the clock until the net was put back on the mooring, and then the running time resumed. River Lakes, Emery Jansky, Gretchen Wimmer, and Bella Stang. That's the forward line on the ice right now. The Cardinals counter with a forward line that includes Evie Nye, along with Maya Dutton and Emily Doherty. Now the Stars trying to work the puck out of their own zone. Maya Dutton working for it along the wall, sending it toward Evie Nye. She tried a backhanded centering attempt intended for Dutton. That got broken up by Bria Larson, and she'll send it ahead. River Lakes coming back the other way. 8th grader Emery Jansky had the puck knocked off her stick, and it's going to be played through neutral ice now back into the Alexandria end. We are approaching the midpoint of this third period. Again, the entire period has been played under the mercy rule, with Alexandria leading River Lakes 6-0. Working in now, Emma Basson. She's one of the 6 goal scorers tonight for the Cardinals. She tried to play a puck out front for Skylar Thorson, and that was deflected by River Lakes over toward the right half wall. Now the puck clears the zone. Abby Storms will carry it across the Alexandria blue line. She'll look to fire, but that got deflected by Brooklyn McPhail. I think McPhail and Abby Storms, they'll see some common ground during the spring season, as they are both softball players. Abby Storms for the defending Class AAA state champion Ricori Spartans. And, of course, Brooklyn McPhail, an outstanding softball player for Alexandria in the spring.
There we go.
Left side of the infield, in fact, for Brooklyn McPhail. Off the face-off, here's a shot attempt by the Stars' Elena Akerson, and that got deflected. Now a centering attempt, and the Cardinals clear it over to the wall. Now under 8 minutes remaining in the game, Alexandria leading River Lakes by a 6-0 score. Our scoreboard updates tonight brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Here's a pass up to neutral ice, taken by Michaela Schreiber-Horn. She'll play it back into the Alexandria end. The Spartans have put 3 shots on goal this period, 15 for the game, but so far, no goals. Here's a diagonal pass over toward Quinn Hills on the left side. Now Anna Corinta digging for it, trying to play it for Hills, but it gets intercepted and played the other way by River Lakes. Defenseman Danica Waldorf will track it down here for Alexandria, playing it back to neutral ice. Now a pass intercepted by Cullen. She'll send it over to Maya Dutton, now to Emily Doherty. She's got some space, dropping it off for Dutton. She tried the one-timer and could not get a lot of mustard on her shot. It's coming back the other way for the River Lake Stars, Bria Larson. She'll look to carry it in deep. Now Tegan Cullen will send it, and it's going to be backhanded out of the zone here by Maya Dutton back the other way. Addie Olson will play the puck here for the Stars as we're down to 6.5 minutes remaining in the hockey game. Alexandria 6, River Lakes no score here in girls hockey. Now the puck fired from the right side, but that got deflected, never making it on net. Now the puck worked around, kept in here as it's going to be played across, I believe, by Brooklyn McPhail over toward Maya Dutton, and she'll backhand a pass into the corner. Alexandria will get a line change here, and now we're going to have a stoppage as play will be whistled, and I think we're going to have a penalty coming up. I think it's going to be a cross check, and we'll see who's going to get this call here.
Looks like Ellingson might be making her second trip.
Yep, Brooklyn Ellingson to the penalty box, and it will be a penalty at, I believe it'll be 11:17 of the third period.
And I think if you could nitpick on the Cardinals for anything, it might be that. If they look back for Coach Arola, she might say we took a few too many tonight that we didn't really have to take.
Yes, exactly. Now, if there is the silver lining, the Cardinals have kept River Lakes off the board. I believe this is the Stars' third power play, actually fourth power play it is the third power play of the night. I know that Alexandria's had 4 minors, but there were a couple of coincidental roughing penalties. So power play here for the Stars, trying to break that shutout bid, and now Quinn Hills backhands a pass the other way. Hills and Skylar Thorson now heading to the bench. Anna Corinta getting some shift time, along with Danica Waldorf and Tegan Cullen. River Lakes has for the power play Abby Storms, Michaela Schreiber-Horn. You've got Elena Akerson on the ice. Also Peyton Roski. Now a shorthanded chance. Here's a shot and a save made as Anna Corinta was walking in trying to get herself a shorty tonight. And the stoppage comes here. Face-off will be coming up in the Alexandria end. Fun to see Anna's older sister, Sophia Corinta. I think she would have been awfully fired up if younger sis scored the shorthanded goal there.
She was animated over here, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, fun to see. Of course, she was a lot of fun to see on the ice and on the pitch back in her playing days as an Alexandria Cardinals student athlete for the soccer and hockey teams. Now the puck back into the Alexandria zone, and the Cardinals will send it the other way. That will kill off most of the remaining power play opportunity for River Lakes. We're under 4 minutes remaining in the hockey game. Alexandria in front of the River Lakes Stars by a 6-0 score. Now the Cardinals just working a little puck possession. Maya Dutton getting it over to Brooklyn McPhail. Then it comes back to Dutton. Dutton will work in, taking a shot, and goaltender Lillian Thompson will end up making the save. So again, face-off forthcoming. Looks like the Stars are going to bring their forward line of Emery Jansky, Gretchen Wimmer, and Bella Stang out onto the ice. The Cardinals counter with a forward line of Skylar Thorson. I see Addie Johnson is getting some shift time now as well. And I think Emma Basson is also out on the ice for Alexandria, joined by Hensley Carlson and Brooklyn McPhail. Now here's Carlson. She'll fire. That one got saved by the goaltender, Thompson. Now River Lakes gains possession of the puck. Tiana Blaschko will play it up and into the Alexandria zone as we're now under 3 minutes remaining in tonight's hockey game. Here's a centering attempt in front. That got broken up. Now a rink-wide pass a little bit too long, and the icing is called, and we'll go to the other end for a face-off. Again, the clock continuing to move with Alexandria having a 6-0 lead at the start of the third period, and we've had no scoring in this period with the mercy rule in effect.
Just cruised along, hasn't it?
Yeah, shots on goal. River Lakes has 3 in this period. I believe Alexandria has a total of 6. 38-15 for the Lady Cardinals this game. Now the Cardinals play the puck. Quinn Hills up ahead to Bentley Kreil. They're joined on the ice by Evie Nye as the forwards. Tegan Cullen and Danica Waldorf, your 2 defensive partners on the ice. Here is Bentley Kreil firing a save made. Scramble, the puck squirts back behind the net. Now bringing it out front. Here's a shot and a goal! Oh, a beautiful one-timer in front. Nice reach off the back wall. That might have been Evie Nye feeding it out front for Quinn Hills. And for Hills, it's going to be her 2nd goal of the game. And
very nice play there.
And it will actually be Bentley Kreil who will get the assist on the Quinn Hills goal. And I believe the time of that goal will be 15 minutes and 30 seconds of the hockey game. And for Hills, it will be her 2nd goal of the night, 8th of the season. Bentley Kreil with an assist, and now she's got a 2-point night going as she now has 8 helpers for the year to go along with a total of 6 goals. Last minute of tonight's hockey game in progress. Alexandria in front by a 7-0 score. Right now, Addie Johnson will look to win a face-off here against River Lakes' Bella Stang. Addie Johnson, Jersey Severson, and Maya Dutton are your 3 forwards on the ice right now. Tegan Cullen and Danica Waldorf, your defensive partners. Here's a long pass, and that will be icing, and we'll go to the other end, and we might have one more drop of the puck before this game becomes history. Alexandria is about to go to 11-4 on the year, remaining undefeated in the Central Lakes Conference. I don't know if there's a big urgency to drop the puck here, and I think the officials are just saying that will be it. And this one has gone final on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Dominating performance for Alexandria in the first of their 2 regular season meetings with the River Lake Stars. Alexandria wins in the whitewash tonight. A happy parents' night here at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center as the Cardinals score all 7 of the goals in winning by a final score of 7-0. Alexandria now 6-0 in the CLC. 11-4 overall. River Lakes falls to 7-8-1 with the defeat, including a 3-4-1 mark in the CLC. That's going to do it for our play-by-play. We invite you to stick around. I'll head downstairs to get together with one of the Alexandria Cardinal girls hockey players as part of our Juttner Motors post-game report. And that's straight ahead after we enjoy these words on our latent media platforms from our Alexandria Cardinal Sports Boosters.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community. As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
A very good night for the Alexandria girls hockey team at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. Alexandria scores in each of the 3 periods and prevails over River Lakes by a final score of 7-0. Hello once again, along with my broadcast partner Jeff James and our videographer JP Boleen. I am DMAC Dave McClurg, welcoming you to our Juttner Motors post-game report. JJ will be joining us during our next segment when we'll do a scoreboard recap and get his thoughts on a convincing win for Alexandria as the Lady Cardinals remain undefeated on the year, 6-0 in the Central Lakes Conference, and the overall mark, including the non-conference games, now stands at 11-4. Our post-game interview feature on ice level is being brought to you by Quality Toyota of Fergus Falls. How far would you drive for a great deal from Quality Toyota? What's your number? You can visit online anytime at qualitytoyota.net. You can also visit their showroom the next time you're in Fergus Falls, as their showroom is located on West Lincoln Avenue. Defenseman Hensley Carlson is our special guest right now. Hensley, I know that we're on our YouTube channel, but for those that might be listening into the radio and don't see you on wearing your jersey tonight, what is your number in terms of the number on your jersey sweater?
What number?
Yeah, do you know what your number is?
11.
Okay, very good. I didn't mean to fire a trick question your way or anything, but congratulations. You know, obviously it's nice to get a win, but when you're a blue liner, how special is it when you get a victory and you can hold the team off the scoreboard?
It's pretty special. I mean, we all work together, and you just have to work as a team. We have moments where we get down on each other, but you're never going to win if you can't work together and pull through.
I know that this is actually the second shutout in the last 3 games for the Alexandria Cardinals. You ended up getting a victory over Brainerd Little Falls here 6 days ago. I think that was a 3-0 final, but are there certain trends or tendencies, Hensley, that you seem to see on the ice that are making things work for the team defensively?
I mean, yeah, just like I said before, I guess we have to work as a team, and we try to do it alone sometimes, and we don't get anything accomplished. So every time we work together, we get a outcome.
Yeah, I believe one of the sayings I've heard in the course of time, teamwork makes the dream work. And is that really, more than just lip service, that, as you have some chemistry or togetherness working together, on the ice, that seems to show on the ice too?
Yeah.
Very good. Hensley Carlson is our special guest, as our Quality Toyota Cardinal Athlete Player of the Game. Now, Hensley, you got into the scoring column 2 times here. You assisted on 2 of Alexandria's 7 goals. I know that you don't necessarily seek out offensive numbers and everything like that. I believe you now have 5 points here in your sophomore year, but what would you say about the team's offensive performance in this win?
I mean, it's pretty good. We're just working together, making plays, and coming together, I guess. As the season goes on, we get better every game.
I know that you've seen quite a bit of shift time. I think Coach Arola was rotating 5 defensemen through. It seemed to me as I was watching the game that you were partnering up with Brooklyn McPhail. Have you had more than one defensive partner as you've been playing on the blue line this year?
Yeah, I guess it switches every game. Usually goes between Brooklyn and Claire.
Yeah, Claire Gimbel also one of those defensemen that was able to play tonight. I know that the last line of defense is your goaltender, and senior Victoria Myers has been kind of an iron woman, if you will, between the pipes. She raised her record to 11-4 on the season, but what have you seen out of Vicky as she has been your last line of defense this year?
I mean, she gets down on herself sometimes, but she knows it's not going to help. You just have to cheer each other up and keep going.
I know that your team has now played 15 games, so in essence, 60% of the schedule is complete for the regular season. You still have 10 more games to go between now and January 29th. What are some of the good things that you've seen out of the team? And then if you were to flip the coin, Hensley, what areas do you feel that the team can still get better at?
I guess we can still get better at just working hard all 3 periods instead of working 1 or 2 periods. We just I always get told you're never going to complete a full game if you don't work all 3. I guess I feel like we're doing good, cheering each other on. We're always talking on the bench, and if we're not, someone steps up and says something we need to keep going, guys. Yeah.
I know that when I talk to athletes in other sports, they talk about the communication piece in volleyball, even when you're playing softball and things like that. But in hockey, is being a verbal communicator, is that also an important aspect?
Yeah, I guess it depends on the mood. I feel like if we play good or not. If the bench is quiet and no one's working together, we're not going to do anything. So every time we're cheering on each other, we get something done.
Hensley, I know that we still have plenty of CLC competition coming up. The team that's right near the top of the standings with you in the conference, Fergus Falls, is a team that comes here next week, and then you play them at their place in a makeup game at the end of the regular season. But how special would it be to be a part of a conference champion? Alexandria entered this year 3-time defending CLC champions, but as a player, how special would it be to win another conference title?
It would be pretty special. I mean, I've never got to do that before, being a sophomore, so just getting to be with the team and making new memories.
One final question before we go into the break here. I know you mentioned your jersey number 11. Obviously, when players move on with graduation, that opens up some numbers, but do you look to keep number 11 throughout your varsity career?
I'm not sure yet, but I don't know. I like it as a meantime. I kind of didn't have many numbers to choose from and got stuck with it, but I kind of got hooked on it, so.
Yeah. Well, Hensley, you wear it well. Congratulations on the nice performance. I'll talk to you when we get into the break here, but good luck tomorrow night against Wilmer, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.
There is Hensley Carlson, sophomore defenseman from the Alexandria Girls hockey team, our Quality Toyota Cardinal Athlete Player of tonight's game. Let's take a time out, and then we're back with more from the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center with more of our Jutner Motors postgame report after these words.
Resorts Marine in Osakis. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakis.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CEREC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep. Make it Jutner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Jutner Motors your best price dealer.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
We return one final time to the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria with more of our Jutner Motors postgame report. Just a reminder that you are listening to People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, audio through the Voice of Alexandria app, and our big thanks of our Alexandria Cardinals sports play-by-play all throughout the 2025-26 school year, including Alexandria Girls hockey. That's also going to include events such as wrestling, gymnastics, and swimming, even before this month is complete. Along with our videographer, J.P. Boleen, and my broadcast partner, Jeff James, this is DMAC, Dave McClurg. And really a good start here to 2026 for Alexandria in girls hockey. They've defended their home ice very well, really going through the holiday break and now starting off, with these 7-15 games once again. I believe Alexandria has now rattled off 3 consecutive victories on the home ice and everything. And, as you point out, I think there's still room to find the effort to make it closer to a complete game. But it seems like in large stretches of the games, Alexandria is playing very, very well.
Yeah, tonight it was really hard to find something. That's why if we have to nitpick, I think it would be the penalties. But I think the girls played hard. in those third period, it's really hard to sometimes get into a groove because the clock is rolling. You have a lot less time. It's hard to set up. It stretches it out so much when you have the whistles that you're able to get a little bit more of an offensive groove. But it really helps you on the defensive end because the other team is feeling the same way. There's just not a lot of time, and you're looking up at the scoreboard and minutes are rolling off. But I think Alexandria's done a real good job, especially coming out of the holiday break. And, looking forward here, they just need to really keep the foot on the gas pedal and keep building that resume for section tournament time.
Yeah, that's right. And keep in mind, Molly Arola's team is now 11-4 with this win tonight. The first two games, November 7th and 8th, up at the Cullen Ice Arena in Moorhead, those were losses. An overtime loss to Maple Grove, a team that's been ranked in the Class AA poll throughout much of the year. And then game number 2 was against the defending Class AA state champion Hill Murray Pioneers, and the Lady Cardinals got shut out there. But since that 0-2 start, Alexandria's won 11 out of 13, including a 7-0 score tonight. Scoring recap, 6 different players found the back of the net for Alexandria, starting with Emma Basson at 1:40 into the hockey game. Tegan Cullen collected an assist. For Basson, it was her 4th goal of the year. Jersey Severson then scored just 59 seconds after Emma Basson scored. For Severson, it was her 5th goal of the year at 2:39 of the hockey game. Both of her line mates, Maya Dutton and Emily Doherty, collected assists. Brecklin Ellingson extended the lead to 3-0 for Alexandria in the first period. Her 4th goal of the year came at 12:19, with our post-game guest, Hensley Carlson, getting an assist. And then Quinn Hills scored a shorty for Alexandria 8 minutes and 10 seconds into the second period while River Lakes was operating on a power play. Hills bagged her 7th goal of the year. We ended up making that our Culver's play of tonight's game, a special teams goal for Alexandria senior forward Quinn Hills. Brought to you by Culver's Restaurant in Alexandria. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. Alexandria then extended the lead with 2 more second period goals. Maya Dutton at 10:52, her 6th goal of the year, with Hensley Carlson collecting another assist. Bentley Cryle scored at the 12:18 mark. Hills assisted there. So for Quinn Hills, she would end up with a 3-point night because she scored the 7th and final goal for Alexandria at 15:30 of the third period. Bentley Cryle getting the assist. So all told, in terms of players with more than 1 point on the night, Hensley Carlson with 2 assists, Maya Dutton with a goal and an assist, Bentley Cryle had a goal and an assist, and Quinn Hills had a 3-point night with 2 goals and an assist. And as you pointed out, Jeff, during one of our breaks, what was really enjoyable to watch is there are so many different people that are getting into the scoring column, and in some ways that's really enjoyable as an Alexandria sports fan, that you don't have a Miss Hockey player on this team, but yet it's a composite effort that, you get a lot of different people pitching in for a very beneficial cause.
Right. You want depth in scoring, and you got it tonight. You got a lot of people who they're not goal scorers. I'm not saying that, but some of your top scorers, or at least the people that have the most goals, maybe not even points, but the most goals. You didn't have a Cullen goal, you didn't have a Doherty goal, you didn't have a Corinta goal, which those types of things you like to see as a coach, because you're getting depth scoring. You're getting people into the fold that you can hopefully rely on as the season wears on here. Because if you're gonna hook your wagon to just a couple of horses, that's a tough call for 11 game month.
Right.
So now with 10 games left, you got hopefully some depth of scoring will be something that you can rely on throughout the month.
Well, it is interesting because with Quinn Hills getting her 7th and 8th goals of the year, she's now tied for the goal-scoring lead with 2 teammates.
Right.
Emily Doherty and Anna Corinta, each with 8. So now Quinn Hills joins that grouping. And then, not that far off the pace, Jersey Severson has 5 goals. Tegan Cullen with 6. Maya Dutton now with 6 goals on the year. Bentley Cryle has 6 goals. And, boy, I tell you, you add those smaller numbers up, and it actually makes for a pretty solid product.
Right. I mean, like I've said this, I think, on the boys' side and the girls' side, in A hockey, you can probably be pretty successful with 2 lines, with 2 really good lines. I think when you move into AA, whether it's girls or boys, you need to have depth. Depth is the big thing in AA hockey because those big schools are going to run, 3-4 lines at you. So having the depth that Alexandria is developing here is a good thing.
Again, with the win, Alexandria now stands at 11-4 on the year, 6-0 in the Central Lakes Conference. River Lakes fell to 3-4-1 in the CLC, now 7-8-1 overall. It is a busy week for the Alexandria girls hockey team. Back here tomorrow night. Make sure you arrive early because there's no JV game. It's a varsity-only event between Alexandria and Wilmer at 6 o'clock. The Lady Cardinals will then be in Sauk Rapids at Sports Arena East to face Sartell Sauk Rapids. The only meeting of the year between the Lady Cardinals and the Storm and Sabres, that will be on Thursday with the game time set for 7 p.m. JJ, I know that you and I will be back here at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center for a Saturday matinee. I hope you have a great week ahead in the meantime, and as always, a pleasure working with you.
You as well, D-Mac. Have a good night.
Will do. That is my broadcast partner, Jeff James, who joins me for our Alexandria hockey coverage in the winter and Cardinals soccer in the fall. Steve D has been our KXRA radio studio engineer. Thanks as well to the boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage for bringing you our play-by-play tonight. And a special thanks to Jutner Motors for presenting the post-game report. More Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage will be coming your way tomorrow, weather and travel conditions permitting. Gymnastics will be on our airwaves, including KXRA Radio and the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. Alexandria at Fergus Falls. We plan on taking air sometime in the 6 o'clock hour tomorrow night. Might be between 6:30 and 6:45, but we invite you to check that out. The best idea is if you have the opportunity to go to our YouTube channel, watch it tomorrow night. Again, doing radio only for gymnastics would be darn near impossible. Again, gymnastics and for that matter, boys swimming and diving, excellent sports to watch on our Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. Gymnastics will be coming your way tomorrow night from the classic Roosevelt Gymnasium in Fergus Falls, with the Otters hosting Alexandria. Our boys swimming and diving broadcast will be at the end of the month on Thursday, January 29th, when Alexandria travels to the Detroit Lakes Cultural and Community Center for a dual meet with the Detroit Lakes Lakers. But we'll have a lot of sports play-by-play before then, including gymnastics from Fergus Falls tomorrow night, boys basketball from Fergus Falls on Thursday night, and then boys hockey here on Saturday when Alexandria hosts Elk River Zimmerman. For our KXRA radio studio engineer, Steve D., and for my videographer for the broadcast, J.P. Boleen, and my broadcast partner, Jeff James, Dave McClurg saying good night from the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria, where the Alexandria girls hockey team celebrates Parents' Night by defeating the River Lake Stars 7-0.